Okay, we're going to start out with the word game.
Mm-hmm.
Do this at home. It's fun to do at home.
Think of a random word and then try to meet in the middle.
And then try to meet at the same word. Okay, got one.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Cholesterol.
Dalai Lama. Wait, Dalai Lama. I said Dalai Lama. I got distracted by you saying cholesterol.
I know.
Cholesterol, Dalai Lama. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Aging. Oh, hi. Okay. Dang it. You're not going to pick. There's something I want.
I know you want to do the funny one.
I know. You want to do the funny one, and then also it's like not something you're going to say. High and aging. 1, 2, 3.
Elderly.
Marijuana. Oh, dang it.
Oh.
I was going to say, I wanted to say death at first. After that one. Because that's the highest aging you can do.
Yeah, I was thinking of like a high age. No, I was like not on like high like drug anymore.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Glaucoma.
Pain. Oh, glaucoma. Yes.
Close.
1, 2, 3.
Eyes.
Doctor. Oh, eyes.
Glaucoma's in your eyes.
I know.
You have pain in your eyes.
Pain everywhere. When you're old. When you're aging.
Yeah, but your glaucoma is in your eyes. The pain in your eyes.
You're obsessed with your own word. You're not even considering my word.
I did. The pain in your eyes. This
That's
glaucoma.
not what... Glaucoma doesn't cause pain in your eyes.
I bet it does.
We'll do some WebMD later. The world's #1 WebMD podcast, besides probably a WebMD podcast.
Yeah. Dictionary.com has a podcast. What did you even say?
Doctors. Eyes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Optometrist. There we go.
Symptoms for glaucoma.
I hate
Most
when people
common
call
type.
it glaucoma.
Okay, now I have to look up how it's pronounced.
I'll do that. You look up that.
It's a group of eye conditions that damage the optic nerve, the health of which is vital for good vision. This damage is often caused by an abnormally high pressure in your eye. It's one of the leading causes of blindness for people over the age of 60, and it can occur at any age but is more common in older adults. Vision loss due to glaucoma cannot be recovered. It is important to have regular eye exams that include measurements of your eye pressure. You know when they shoot the little air?
Yeah. Puff.
Yeah. The last place I did, they didn't do a puff. It was some other thing.
Glaucoma. Glaucoma.
Does it have the little
Glaucoma.
pronunciation?
Glaucoma. Oh, and then it has alternative glau.
I knew it. Wardle.
Oh, man.
Is it Wardle or Wardle?
Wordle.
No, what does Tammy say?
Like turtle. Wardle.
Like war.
Yeah.
Like man of war.
But also, shouldn't war be war?
Yeah. Colonel.
Colonel. Colonel. Calling all colonels. Calling all colonels. Why did that make me laugh?
Colonel Sanders.
I'm annoyed.
Calling all colonels. Wait, did you just add truck nuts?
No.
What?
Wait, truck nuts.
Yeah, you added it at 9:03.
Oh, I must have accidentally tapped it.
Oh.
Truck nuts. It used to say truck nuts /fem.
Yeah. That's what it says.
Oh, yeah.
Explain. Now that we're here,
I don't know.
I bought John
I
little
I thought
truck
we brought
nuts
this
for
up
his
once.
Crocs.
Oh, yeah, you said that. I don't know. I don't know why I put it in there. Except there's some that are very veiny and stuff like that. It's like, okay, too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
But I've never seen veiny ball sacks.
I've become so numb. I'll listen to that today.
That's a banger.
It is. It's weird because when he died, Chester.
Bennington.
Yeah.
I was in Wilmington, Delaware.
You were celebrating Bennington and Wilmington?
Yeah.
Rest in power.
Just driving to the University of Delaware to go to one of those burger places. I was trying to remember. It had a weird name like Kitty Hawk or Kelly Green or something like that. But it was like a burger type place.
That's when you heard
Listening
the news?
to-
Where were you when you heard the news? That's where you heard?
Yeah, I was on my phone. We would do this thing in the morning where I would read the news stories off my phone while he was driving to class.
That's hilarious. It was funny because, you know, they came out when a bunch of other like rap rock,
Yeah.
you know, they were, or like new metal rap rock.
Yeah, new
It was
metal.
kind of all the same.
There's that one song where he does the scream that's like 40 seconds or something like that
But
during the bridge.
it's funny because their sort of style, and I can't really say why. Maybe it's their style sort of endured. Besides that, he sort of became a beloved figure. But I don't know if, and it was one of those things like when he died, everybody said how much they loved him and everything like that, and it was like, okay, where was Linkin Park love before
He died.
he died?
Yeah.
They did have a comeback song with one of the what are
Kim
those
Kardashian?
No. The freaking Autobots and stuff. What are those?
Transformers?
I was thinking Terminator. That they had like a song come out with one of the Transformer movies that was kind of good, but it was like the same songs they've always done. But when they came out with it, it was
With like the piano and
Yeah.
then it gets hard.
yeah. But I think enough time had moved on where people were like, "Hey, wait, I think we still like this."
Mhm.
And so they got back in everybody's good graces again.
Yeah.
And then it was like just in time. Then, you know, he died a few years later. And then it was enough time where he would like actually be mourned and celebrated
Right.
by more than just emo kids.
Didn't kill himself.
Emo kids like MGK. Yeah, he did kill himself.
Too bad. Too bad.
Anyways, jokes.
Mike Shinoda.
He was the rapper.
He's the main guy. He's the main like writer and everything.
Yeah.
Singer, guitar, keyboard.
I think he became more of a singer.
Oh yeah, so they had guitar
And became more of a
guitar, keyboard, bass, other guitar, DJ,
Yeah.
drums.
And I think he became more of a piano player because if you look on some of those early videos, like he's just standing around waiting to get to a rapping part.
Oh.
All right, can I hit you with some jokes?
Hit me with some jokes.
And I apologize. I mean, these are not my best. But I start with a good one and end with a good one, so
Mm-hmm.
a decent one, I should say. Okay, ready? I need your full attention. Chester Bennington. Ty Pennington. Paddington Bear.
Easy as TLC. Bear Grylls.
Grill Master.
Master Chef.
Chef Boyardee.
These nuts.
Okay, great ending. Gotti!
I can go forever.
That guy.
I can go forever on that kind of word association. I love doing that.
Okay. Did you hear about this?
Don't steal my catchphrase. I'm going to change my name to Easy as WSB.
How did you get William and they never called you William? And then I got Michael and they would practically fight people that wanted to call me Mike.
Who's they?
Our parents, our parentals.
She said... What'd she say? She responded after that episode that it was like better on the birth certificate, but then she added something else to it. I forget.
Anyways, China has revealed... China. People, stop doing Trump impressions. He's not president anymore. Until he comes back, then we can start doing...
He still has the title president.
Yeah. China has revealed a maglev train prototype that can reach speeds of almost 400 miles per hour.
Foaming.
It's been nicknamed the Thomas on Crank engine.
Thomas the Crank engine.
Thomas on Crank.
I know, but Thomas the Crank engine is funny.
I wanted to do that, but then it sounded like the Crank engine because there was crank engines.
Could have done crack engine.
You didn't even write a joke, so don't...
I'm giving you notes.
Okay.
Like a good opener.
The U.S. reached 1 million COVID deaths. And this is almost 2.5 years since the first mutated bat virus made its way onto U.S. soil.
Pangolin.
In a completely unrelated story that has no resemblance to what I just read, and does not matter now, nor will it in the future, moving on to a completely new topic, the first man to receive a genetically modified pig heart died 60 days after transplant from a virus supposedly harmless to humans.
Wait, didn't I do a joke about that guy?
Did you?
Pig heart guy?
I don't think so.
I need to check.
Maybe you were going
when
to.
When he just got it done, I thought.
Yeah, it was only 60 days.
Oh.
The scientists actually saw similar results as they did in monkeys. And they're now mixing pigs with 30 other animals to see if they can create a virus that will kill us faster than our impending nuclear war. You may not know, but there's a black hole at the center of our Milky Way galaxy named Sagittarius A. And today, astronomers published the first ever photo of this black hole.
Ooh, was it with the new Webb telescope?
Well, they didn't so much publish as DM it to a woman who didn't ask to see it.
Oh.
Whoa!
Shout out to all those Sagittarius people out there.
Sagittarius sliding into the DMs.
I did the brink of finding a cure for heart attacks. That was just recently.
Yeah, so what they did, but actually there's more, I just wrote it a certain way for the joke, but they actually think, so what happened is, it's a real pig heart, but it's genetically modified so that hopefully the human body won't reject it.
Right.
Because, you can hardly, transplant human organs into other humans and, they stick around.
The immune system attacks.
Yeah, let alone... an organ from another animal. But, so they know about these certain kind of viruses that these pigs have, but they're they're able to know from the genetic makeup of the virus that it shouldn't be able to harm humans. But what they actually think happened is because like the pig immune system is adapted to fight the pig viruses,
Swine flu.
and basically, but the human body is not adapted to those same viruses. That virus just went crazy in the actual heart, in the heart tissue, because the human body just couldn't kill it in the way a pig body can.
That's crazy. I once read about how they take these mice and they genetically modify them so that they're like hairless and, like you said, like no immune system and stuff, so that it can transfer to humans. And they'll take a silicone mold of like an ear and like graft it to its back, and then the skin grows over the mold of the ear, and then they just remove the skin that's in now an ear shape, and they can attach it to people, and their body like accepts it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wait, did you send me this in a TikTok or Instagram or something where they were breeding the foxes?
Maybe.
It was like in Russia. They've been, they were one. I think it's supposed to be an experiment of like how they domesticated dogs, basically. And so I guess in Russia,
I don't think this was me.
I guess in Russia or something, this experiment's been going on for decades, where they've been taking these foxes, and they've been they sort of have a measurement for, I just forgot the word. I was just thinking about it.
Parlance.
Sort of not agreeableness, because that's in a dog, but sort of their
docile, or like how well they interact with people.
Exactly. Just on a basic level. And they just take those, so they'll crop, those 4 dogs out of 500, or foxes out of 500, and then they only let those breed. And so they have something like, they have all these generations of foxes, but so, and it sort of became true, like their behaviorally, all these dogs are like easily domesticated, more friendly, all that kind of stuff, but also all these genetic, or all these physical traits started changing too, like their colors and their ear shape and everything.
Interesting.
Just by picking out the dogs that seem like the most have the most basically friendly. It's really interesting. I'll gotta find that.
Lauren says their personalities and stuff get transferred down a ton with like the breeding and stuff. Like you kind of like think like, are they kind of like their own dog? We think of it kind of like as humans, where it's like, well, how they're raised affects, how they interact or whatever.
Yeah.
But like a lot of their like behavior stuff gets passed along.
That's what I think. Like, I have my own problems, but then I realized that all those are just passed down to me. None of it's my fault.
Right. It's just genetics.
Nothing's my fault. If I was a more agreeable pup, I would have got along better in the world.
Yeah.
Could have been a millionaire by now.
Could have.
I had some drive. I don't have drive. Okay, I have a
gripe.
No, it's not a gripe.
I keep cross-referencing the episodes this week.
It's not a serious topic, but it's just I thought you'd find it interesting. It is kind of serious, but just hold on. It's not like
I'll try to form an
I know
opinion.
I know I brought up Chester Bennington, but it's not going to be Chester Bennington level serious. It's just going to be so.
Chester Bennington's kind of like, if you rearrange the letters, you get Benedict Cumberbatch.
Great SNL episode. Go look at the Blue Bunny sketch. We got to watch it after this. It's funny.
Like the ice cream?
I don't know if you would think it's funny.
Like the ice cream blue bunny?
Yeah. So you and I have both been, well, I've been going back to church on
I went once.
a regular basis.
Yeah, you're hanging out with all my friends.
I'm taking over all Will's friends.
That's Brenton texted me. He's like, "Is your brother at church today?" I said, "Probably." And I sent him a picture of you. He's like, "Yep, he's right in front of me."
Yeah, he was right behind me. Oh, you sent him a picture?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that little liar.
What?
He goes, I talked to your brother at Will's party, and I noticed you kind of look like him, so.
Talk to your brother at Will's party?
Or at Todd's party.
Oh.
The unnamed child's birthday party.
Uh-huh.
And he was there,
Yeah.
and he talked to you.
Yeah.
And then he made it sound like, to me, he just looked around the room and was like, oh, here is a guy who looks like Will.
No, I think I also said my brother started going to Fox Island.
Oh, I know, but you said you sent him a picture.
Yeah, but that day I told him that you were going to that church.
Oh, well, he lied and said, well, yeah.
What do you expect from a Christian?
Well, I know, man.
I'm just kidding.
I got problems with him now.
Yeah.
Can't trust him. If I can't trust him in the small things, I can't trust him in the big things.
Mm-hmm. Or do you bury your talents in the ground, or do you?
No, come on, guy. I like when people say guy.
He's a good guy.
I think he's actually too good, but. So, one of the things that's happened over the last couple years, like, well, you kind of know because you have so many TikToks about it. It's like deconstructing. That's like the big word of like people either.
Did you watch the Hillsong documentary?
No.
Me neither. I want to, though.
Do you have Paramount Plus?
Yeah. I already gave it to Tam.
Oh, good. Because I just saw there was a movie or something on there I wanted to watch.
The Detroiters?
Oh, no. It was the Sandra Bullock one with Brad Pitt and Channing.
Oh, yeah.
Tatus.
There. Isn't it like they're like going to the center of the world or something?
Like a jungle
Lost
or something.
City.
Yeah.
Jungle Cruise.
Anyways, so deconstructing can either be, people not being Christian anymore, or it could just be people like questioning a lot of stuff, or just
a lot of the old traditions, like why do we actually do this?
or stuff, or it could just be regular, like, taking a look at just the way things have always been.
Mm-hmm.
And
the parlance.
And, one of the things that came up over the last few years is like sexual stuff. Like people have been ruined by like there's a book, like when I was a teenager, it was I Kissed Dating Goodbye. You were probably too young.
I remember hearing about it.
Yeah, you were like too young for that, but I Kissed Dating Goodbye, which turns out later was written by a guy who was like 20 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
And was like a 20-year-old like homeschooler. And this book became like one of the best-selling Christian books of all time. Is like insane.
Kind of reminds me of those, remember those Girls Defined videos?
Exactly.
Like, we're getting married and we've never kissed before.
Exactly.
And then there was like the whole like half an hour stint of, I can't wait until our wedding night.
I know.
This is going to be crazy.
But, so one of the things that came out is like that guy did a documentary, strangely, about himself and like apologizing to people and people saying like, hey, we felt like we're not able to have sex without thinking like we're this bad person because this book made it sound like we were, bad people who had, been ruined. We're like a chewed up piece of gum that nobody wants, we're like a dead flower and all this kind of stuff. And now it like ruins our psyche forever. I can't have a good relationship with my spouse and everything like that. And so I know those things are real because I've heard, people I know.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked about similar things or things like that. And on the flip side, I think there's also people who sometimes like take advantage of the moment and sort of like want to tell their story of like, oh, this is how somebody wronged me or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a little far-fetched sometimes, or they want to jump in on the story. But also the church is made up of like just normal people. So I think 99% of, people's problems with the church or other Christians and stuff, it all comes from like a real place because it's somebody hurt them or somebody, whatever.
Yeah.
But I really can't say I go back and forth of, I have certain feelings of, stuff I'm upset about and whatever, but those are more, usually I just put those in the category of like personal problems and not like wholesale, like
theological problem.
I got those too, but it's not like institutional problems.
Yeah.
It just happens to be sometimes the problems are with people that help run the institution.
Yeah. One thing I liked when I visited that church is he's like, no church is perfect. And he's like, if you don't like it here, I'll give you, 100 other references of churches like around the Puget Sound area you can try.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I will say that I have one weird sort of hang up that, and it doesn't have to do with any one person or whatever. And it could just be a me thing. It might not be anything anybody taught me. It just could be my personality or whatever. But I have a real problem with like seeing, like doing anything for myself as being like selfish or sort of like self-centered.
You like don't think that you do things that are self-centered?
No, it's like if I want to like wear an outfit that is nice or even look nice or just like do something for myself for no other reason than, it's just for me. Yeah, just for me because I want to. And all those things feel extremely, extremely selfish. Then you add on top of it some of the experiences I've had just on mission trips and going to Cambodia. And there's one like very common thing for people who go on mission trips, especially to poor countries and stuff. You actually have to talk about it beforehand and after because it's such a big deal. It's like people end up like hating their life. It's sort of like they go home and they want to throw away all their clothes and they want to sleep on the floor instead of the mattress because it's like sort of like
guilty
it's sort of like a survivor's guilt, sort of like, oh man, how can I have all these nice things when there's other people and it ends up wearing off over time because you've seen so many poppers. And last week, was that last week already?
I know. You got to really listen to last week to get all my jokes for this week.
And I was talking to Tammy about it because, just lately, I have all kinds of issues around like eating and stuff. And that's just something that is sort of a problem right now that has other like tentacles. But one of the things is, and it sounds like really stupid to say, but it is kind of weird. Like for me, I've kind of been going back and forth lately about like, we have an elliptical in the garage, like going in, working out or something at night. I'll do like 2 days and then I won't do it for 2 weeks or whatever.
Right.
But one of the things about that is I will go or just have the idea of like going out and like, okay, I need to make a change. I need to get on the elliptical. I need to, my behavior needs to change or whatever.
Yeah.
But specifically about going and working out, it's like, then there's something in my head that's like, oh, I don't really say this to myself because I don't really have like negative talk, but this is sort of what it's like. It's sort of like, oh, you're so selfish, like, or you're so self-centered. You just want people to look at you. This isn't about being healthy. This is about,
Vainess.
Yeah, this is about your vanity. This is about, wanting to be the center of attention. This is about, and it's so weird that I have like a really hard, but it's like, yes, I, every once in a while I like to buy something for myself or whatever. I'm not like completely ascetic or something like that. I'm not a monk.
Treat yourself once in a while.
But that's sort of few and far between. It's like I can't even like, I don't even like sometimes like want to do my hair or or wear clothes that aren't like schlubby looking or something.
Yeah.
Because it just seems to me like I am full of myself or something. Yeah. But it's like I know that there's people out there who like they dress to the nines, or whatever. And it's
guy
just
from the Tacoma Mall. Suit guy.
It's just something that they like and they don't think of it as a selfish way. It's like I know that mentally, and I know that taking care of yourself and having like a baseline of just happiness about who you are is not a bad thing, and I know it's not, but I do have that hang up, and it is sort of all, I would say like that's my one sort of like Christian thing that I've maybe like hung on to since I was like a teenager or something. Mm-hmm. And where it's sort of like maybe warped my thinking about things is like,
it's like the
selfishness,
the less you are, the better off you are.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, that's the flip side. Is like there is truth to that. There is truth about like, hey, being self-centered can be destructive, to you and others and stuff. But at the same time, obviously, like what I'm describing is like a weird, like not healthy not healthy version of that.
It's like too far the other way.
So it's just weird. I don't feel totally hurt by the church. I don't feel burned. I don't feel like it's something anybody said to me one time and it broke me or whatever. Just sometimes it pops up, and I guess I just finally put words to it. I just actually told Tammy just a couple nights ago. I was like, because I was talking about getting on the elliptical, and I was like, it is weird that just having the thought of going out to the garage and hopping on there for 20 minutes makes me go like
negative.
Yeah, makes me go like, oh, you're so full of yourself. You're so self-centered. Blah blah.
I was like, wasn't like quite to that degree, but there was a time where like I only bought like clothes for myself around like Christmas time when I got like money for my birthday and Christmas in December, like I would buy like one pair of jeans every year, or like around that time, like things like that. And other like little things to like take care of yourself more, just like, grooming or clothes or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, or like paying for gym memberships, even if you don't go all the time. Yeah. But even just like doing it, I get that a little bit towards like you're feeling like if you do get something for yourself, you're like being selfish or you're being like fake or Yeah. It's like what am I trying to do? Who am I trying to be?
Yeah.
Like buying whatever. something, or like trying to wear this or
Yeah.
do this. It's like, who do I think I am?
Yeah. I think it also came up recently. I mean, it sounds like a simple thing, but, I got a haircut and, I didn't really like
when you cut all your hair. Or
well, that too. But also, yes, I didn't really totally like the way my hair looked long. I did kind of like it here, but I didn't want to have it there again, or to my shoulders, since this is an audio medium.
just keep doing hand measurements,
hand signals, and but I just wanted to have long hair. I didn't think it looked so bad, but I also wasn't totally happy with myself either.
Yeah, and you said like you were like sometimes pleased when the CFOs were on the same floor as you, and you're
yeah. And oppositely, I liked when people judged me.
Yeah.
But I just got my haircut again, a couple weeks ago, and I like the way it looks. I mean, I just think I look better personally, and I'm happy with it. I like the way I look. And it's sort of hard. It's just sort of weird because I have that thought in my head.
Yeah.
And then immediately I go like, is that the right thought I'm supposed to have?
Yeah.
Is that a good version of that thought? Or is that a bad version of that thought?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, who do I think I am wearing my hair like this or whatever?
Exactly. The most normal haircut of all time.
Yeah. Basic Gordon Ryan haircut.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It like I said, it's not like I don't feel like somebody like saddled me with
Where did
this
the church come
pain
into
or
this?
whatever.
Do you feel like
I don't know. For me, because it's
going
like
back to church has played into it?
Because it's like a moral issue. My problem is the morality of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where my hang up is. Because I don't want to be immoral, whatever that encompasses, forget about whatever your definition is, but everybody has a certain moral compass they want to live by. And, for me, when things start banging up against my moral compass,
mm-hmm.
I want to sort those things out. I want to have a clean conscience when I, lay my head on my pillow at night. That's why I sleep like a baby. I got a clean conscience, man.
Yeah.
And that's sort of just me too. I just sort of think through a lot of things, this, that, and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it becomes like a moral issue. And I do sort of hate that I can't even just, not hate's a strong word because I'm not, but I don't like that. I just can't be like happy with myself in one way.
Well, I think there is a medium between, like not caring or, like never being able to check yourself. I think there's a medium that's like you're able to acknowledge and question, thoughts that you have or feelings that you have. And that's I feel like slightly better place to be than never acknowledging it or never catching it. You might like think everything's great and then it maybe will hit you like a wall one day.
Yeah. I think I had a break because at Christmas time, I bought those earrings.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like a weird thing for me. I spent $250 on these black onyx earrings.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I had that money to go to my computer fund now.
Sell them.
But at the same time, it was sort of like a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Just because it's like I just liked them, but there's certain clothes I like. There's certain hair or
yeah,
whatever, and it's like I lost my train of thought, but Yeah, I bought those earrings for myself.
I was saying like it was like a. You saying maybe you like had like a breaking point or breakthrough or something.
Yeah. I don't.
Because I was saying you're able to acknowledge it is better than not acknowledging it, and then it hitting you like in a wall.
I think what I was gonna say is like I bought those and I spent money. I do think it was like probably a crazy amount of money to spend on like normal black shiny earrings, but at the same time, it's like I liked them. I had the money, and yeah, I was a little extravagant or whatever.
Have you seen the Treat Yourself episode of Parks and Rec?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, maybe I have.
Where, what's his name ends up buying a Batman like suit.
Yes. Yeah. But I know that's the thing. It's like I know in my head I just got these because I like them, and it wasn't to have anybody stop me on the street and go like, "Oh, yeah, nice earrings."
I mean, that's like that the black jean jacket I got with the fur.
Yeah,
I literally like they come out with it every winter.
Coat with the fur.
Yeah, they come out with it every winter, and I've been like looking at it for 4 years, and like I've had the money to get it multiple times, and it was expensive because it's just like a small handmade place, you know.
Yeah.
In the U.S., like local place, and so the price is. But yeah, but I knew like when I was getting it, it wasn't for anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I was talking about to Tammy. It's like, you know, it's like when you realize like a girl who puts like maybe a ton of makeup on and something and dresses like, you know, like super fancy. It's like, you know, it's probably small-minded to say like, oh, this girl's just looking for attention. That could be. Yeah. But also it could be that this girl just really loves makeup. She really loves clothes. She loves the colors that she wears or whatever, you know.
I worked with a girl who at Starbucks, and you're to be there at 3:30 in the morning, and she would wake up whatever hour and a half, 2 hours before that, and do the whole makeup.
That's crazy
routine. But yeah, she like loved makeup, and it was more like, you know, art form style or whatever.
Yeah, and that's what I mean is the hang up for me, because I think that's what proves for me that it's a real hang up, is because I can logically go somewhere, but it's just like weird that it's inside of me. It's just like a hang up I can't get rid of, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe find the root of it, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, well, you know, I didn't have a lot of things in my notes, and that was just on my mind this week. I know it wasn't the funniest thing in the world, but you know, I'm not a comedian, so I'm not going to bring you.
I feel like we do that like once a month.
Yeah, it's fine. It's what it is. I mean, this is the Bad Brothers podcast. It's about being bad brothers. It's not Funny Brothers podcast.
Right.
It's bad is literally in the title of the.
It's not Scarl Brothers.
It's not Scalar Brothers.
Yeah.
We're not twins.
Who are the other ones?
Who are the black guys?
That's what I was about to say. Who are the black twin guys?
Oh, man. So,
this isn't Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Wait, this is episode 99.
Dang.
Oh, man. I got some work to do before next time.
I know. Episode 100.
I'm going to have to bring the fire next time.
I'm doing a giveaway.
You are?
Yeah. So make sure to listen to episode 100.
Okay.
Then there'll be a time-sensitive giveaway.
Really? All right. Next week, what's gonna be brung is gonna be broughten. So,
are we gonna like review the last 100 episodes?
Yeah, we'll assign 1 through 99 a grade.
No, I mean like
from 1 to 99. We'll rank them.
This one. 14, 23, 62. Listen to these in this order.
That'd be insane. Okay. Anyways,
Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe.
My favorite flavor was wild berry acai smash.
If you listen to the last episode, you'll know what that means.
Shoot.